On behalf of the chairman, Senator Kelly.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Admiral, good to see you again. My brother, Scott, and your training command classmate sends his regards. Admiral, being the only U.S. Merchant Marine Academy graduate in the Congress, I pay close attention to our maritime strength. You know, China is the world's largest shipbuilder and controls most of the merchant ships in the world with over 5,500 vessels. In the United States, flying under the American flag, we have about 80 ocean-going merchant ships. And I'm concerned about the size and the capacity of our U.S. merchant fleet and how this is a risk to our national security. Admiral, as you know, an insufficient commercial maritime capacity impacts peacetime trade and supply chains. But the more important part of this is it will hamper our ability to supply our own troops in a conflict. And this isn't a capability that we can just turn on overnight with a switch. I mean, we need investments now to be ready for tomorrow. So, Admiral, how do you assess the challenge of China's numerical advantage in a conflict in the Indo-Pacific?
Senator, I believe that the current size and scope of the U.S. merchant fleet is a vulnerability. As discussed earlier, I believe that we have a force that's sized for efficiency, but has not been examined from the standpoint of effectiveness under fire.
And does that affect how you plan for operations today, and how you project power across the Pacific Ocean?
It does, in fact, and it is a limitation for how forward we could put combat capability and sustain combat capability that was in maritime terrain.
And as the future Indo-PACOM commander, how do you plan to address this maritime capacity issue?
In close partnership with my fellow COCOM, if confirmed, U.S. Transportation Command, identify those shortfalls along with through the integrated priority lists of our components, not just sea lift and airlift, and then as necessary, communicate as required by law.
So in recent years, Congress has focused on rebuilding domestic industries like critical minerals, microelectronics, manufacturing of semiconductor chips. It's been a big focus of the Congress, and we've made some great progress there. We've got more to do, and this certainly supports our national security needs, but also our domestic economic security. Would you agree that there could be national security benefits to a similar kind of focus on the maritime industry?
I would strongly agree.
Thank you, Admiral. And Admiral, as you know, logistics will be, it's going to be critical to, any future conflict. And what else besides, a focus like we're doing with microelectronics, what else do you think we could do to be addressing this strategic vulnerability now with the force we currently have today?
I think there are a number of initiatives, such as the Department of Defense's Replicator initiative that seeks to gain scale with innovative practices and by closing on design and invoking small business and increasing the defense industrial base. I think another key point is to understand the opacity of the financial community and the extent to which investments in the PRC through their civil-military fusion directly could confer to weapons building that could affect and could harm Americans on the battlefield.
Well, Admiral, thank you, and I look forward to working with you on trying to solve this problem. It'll, clearly, if we can make some progress here, it'll be in furtherance of, stronger, operations in the Pacific and the ability to sustain, if we ever do wind up in a conflict. Thank you.